But definitely, if you're trying to help someone in their life do their yoga every day, try to help them find the yoga that fits them. And it might not be the one that you're teaching. So it's a kind of honesty, integrity to tell a student, go try this teacher, go try that teacher, you know. It means you're not attached to them. Do you know David Swenson? So he's a big Ashtanga teacher. He taught me for a while, and I said, where's your studio? He says, I don't have a studio. I'm like, but you teach all over the world. Your book has sold 500,000 copies. He's like, I don't have a studio. I don't want a studio. I said, why? He says, baseball cards. I said, what do you mean baseball cards? He says, people collect students like baseball cards, you know. I've got Sting is my student, and I've got Pavarotti is my student. And, you know, he subjects to this, you shouldn't try to possess the students. You see what I mean? Help them figure out what's the best yoga for them. And say, maybe you go try Ashtanga, or maybe you go try Anusara, or you go cook yourself in Bikram. Maybe you'll like it. And then try Tibetan heart yoga. But be honest and be helpful. Say, I like this Ashtanga teacher. I don't like Ashtanga myself, but maybe it's good for you. You know, I get angry when I do Ashtanga. I don't know why. But other people I know, they love it. They don't like any other kind of yoga. So you don't have to be like, what do you call the party, you know, your party, communist party, or, you know, help them find the best match for them. That's your job as a teacher. Maybe it won't be at your studio. But for every student you send to meet their dream teacher, you'll get 3 more, trust me. Karmically, it's the best way to get a lot of students. If you want a lot of students, the best way is to help them find the teacher that they relate to. You see what I mean? Even if it's not you. Because that proves that you're really interested in their welfare, and you're not just interested in their money or their time or their attention, right? And that's a very beautiful thing. So sometimes encourage them to go to other studios, okay? Like, I'm not going to teach you headstand. I don't have time. I'm just here for 3 days for the business seminar. Here's the addresses of 3 studios around you. I like this one. Maybe you like the other one. But go ask them to teach you headstand, okay? Like that. Help them find their own match. Then they'll go every day, okay? Like that. Don't be attached to them. Help them. Teacher's job is not to glom on the student, it's to help them. Okay. Page 9 at the bottom, not so local studio. That's a story about, you know, whenever you travel, I guess some people don't travel all their life, but I do. And go to yoga somewhere, okay? Go find a yoga class somewhere. Go to a spa. There's a spa in Sedona called Los Abrigados. They have a Sunday class. It's not advertised anywhere. You can't go tomorrow, but after that you can. But you know, I find these weird classes and I find good teachers and just go to yoga somewhere, okay? Tell your students, go to yoga wherever you are. You go to a trip to Phoenix or you go to a trip to Tokyo, take a class. Look it up online, take a class. And you learn so much, right? And you find beautiful teachers all around the world. You learn new things everywhere. We've gone to, I don't know, hundreds of classes. And we always learn something new. And it's fun, you know. And you meet new people and it's nice. You get to lay down in the dark with more total strangers. Okay, page 10, DVD. I like DVDs. I'm not motivated enough to push myself every day. You know, I will always find some excuse that one day I got on the mat and I still didn't do yoga. That's an achievement. But, you know, I changed and I got on the mat and I didn't. So what I've been doing the last year or so, I buy DVDs, yoga DVDs, even my own. And I do yoga along with the DVD. And then somehow I have this thing in me that I can't say no to a teacher. If the DVD teacher tells me to do a headstand, I'll do it. You know what I mean? And I promise myself I won't turn off the DVD until it's over. Because you can do that too. You can just shut them up. So I just found it really, really helps me. And when we travel in a group, we're in hotel rooms. We're in little hotel rooms. We stack all the furniture on the bed. We get like 10 people in the hotel room, and we put on a DVD. And it's fun. It's really fun. So try it, okay? I made you a list of DVDs that I like. I haven't explored the whole field. I don't know all the DVDs in the universe, but these are some that I like. Okay, page 11. I like all the YSI DVDs. They're very well done. I like Mirashani's DVDs, which I do a lot. I like Geshe Michael's Lady Naguma DVD. I don't know why. Jiva Mukti has a 12-box set. I really like it. It's a 12-set box. And it's grouped by theme. So one is called, inversions, one is called backbending, one is called balancing, one is called yoga for busy people, and the outside of the DVD says 45 minutes and it's an hour and 10 minutes. That's Sharon. Rodney Yee, he used to be a ballet dancer. He's a Chinese guy. I always thought he was just this pretty boy, but I played a DVD and it's fantastic, and I really like his DVDs. Some of them are too easy, okay? So don't do the weight loss for, elderly mothers or something. Like do whatever he says is super hard yoga, that's going to be a normal class. So you can buy them at Barnes & Noble, okay? He's a really good teacher. I haven't never taken a class from him personally, but I really enjoy his classes. Janet Stone is from San Francisco. I don't know her from anybody. What's his name? Kent gave me, he said, my yoga teacher wanted me to give you these DVDs, and I'm like, I have a stack of those DVDs that people gave me, but I actually put it on one day, and it's great. Hers are very good. So they're sort of semi-challenging, but not crazy. You want crazy, you go to Anna Forrest. It's called 5-day intensive course. Each class is 2 hours long. You will die before you finish an hour if you don't crack your head open. So if you're into that. Now, like if you have to teach a big yoga program in a week, do the 5-day thing. It's 2 hours a class, and it's hard. And then you're all, what do you call it? Buff when you come out after 5 days. She's buff. Okay. Shan Korn is just basic Ashtanga type vinyasa. And I don't know, there's probably thousands of others. I haven't got to them all yet. Okay. But what I'm saying is start your collection. Start a collection. I buy the DVD, I throw out the cover, I keep them in a little carry case and I take it with me. I tried to import them into iTunes. It shuffles the asanas. So I'm just warning you, don't try. It gets really weird. We like to do, Ningbo and Mercedes and I, we travel a lot. And they're my assistants, and luckily they're partners. So, and then we do yoga in the gate at the airport. You always have to sit there for 45 minutes or something. We always do yoga at the gate. So you're in a rush. You're getting ready for the flight. You can't do your yoga. We take the yoga mat through the security. We find an empty spot and we do yoga, and it inspires people. Like we did it in Mexico. Where was that? At Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta. The day the class ended, we all were in the airport. I think there were 40 of us doing yoga on the floor, and it was so cool. And then on some longer flights, I've had people wander over and start doing yoga with me. Or you're in like Vietnam and people are staring at you, and then they start trying to do what you're doing, and maybe you turn on somebody. Like, don't be shy. Okay, I was in Colombia in the airport, and I just started doing yoga, and all the guards were trying to do it, and so just do it. You feel shy for like 2 minutes, people stare at you for 10 minutes, and then life goes on. And maybe they change. Maybe it changes their life. Okay. Practicing with a friend is a good idea if they're not the kind of friend who will talk you out of doing yoga once they get to your house. I find it much easier to do yoga with a friend. So like I say, we travel. We're leaving tomorrow for a long tour, and we do yoga. We always do yoga together. And the staff, the DCI staff, maybe there's 10 or 20 of us. We always do our yoga, even if we're doing a retreat for a couple hundred business people. We set aside our yoga time. We teach them yoga, and then we go do our yoga. Be careful of yoga teacher's disease. Yoga teacher's disease is you teach yoga and then you don't do your yoga, okay? And you got to set aside time. So that's what we do and we have a really good time. We rotate. So the staff, somebody on the staff, one of the 10 people teaches every day, and we do our yoga together. And Ningbo wants us to do Ohio State football things and martial art things, and we just do it. And it's a lot of fun. So we teach each other. We have a class. Yoga dates, this is my new thing. This is my new big thing. So, we usually go out. Some crazy people have moved to Arizona. We like to spend time together. So we used to go to dinner, and then we go to see a movie, right? And then one day somebody said, hey, let's go do yoga together at this studio before we go to dinner, And then we're like, oh, yeah, okay, let's try. And now it's like the hottest thing, We have a date, we have yoga dates. And last time there were 14 people came on the yoga date. And first we have a Tibetan class. He does some ancient logic text for an hour and a half, or she does her sutra, she's translating a sutra. And we have a Tibetan class, then we go to yoga together, 15 people. And we just crash the class, we actually pay. And we're, what do you mean? Wear off the effects of the yoga. And then maybe we go to a movie. But it's a really, try to think of taking your friends out for yoga. And it's really fun. It's really, really fun. Just get in the habit once a week. We try once a week when we're in Arizona, which is once every 3 months. And we go out for a yoga date together. And it's a lot of fun. We went to urban yoga. Was it urban? Yeah, we had a good class down there. And then we go to, Anton's classes? Or if we're in Tucson, we go to Darren's classes. Yeah, it's really fun. Just do it with a bunch of people. Call them up and say, let's go out for a yoga date. And it's healthy, and it's positive, and it's constructive. Instead of, going out and having wine and pizza or something like that. Teaching elderly people is a good thing to do. If you're having trouble doing your own yoga, teach a class for somebody else. And then do the yoga while you're teaching, right? Page 13, be an example, okay? You can't talk your students into the importance of a daily yoga practice if you're obviously not doing it, okay? I'll tell you, after many years of teaching, I've been teaching for, almost 40 years. People don't do what you say, they watch you and they do what you do, okay? That's just like kids. You can tell your kids anything, you're a parent, and you can sit there and lecture your kids all day. In the end, they'll do whatever you do, And the same with Dharma students or yoga students. You can keep telling them how important it is to do a daily practice, but if you're obviously not doing it, then they won't do it, okay? So the best way to get other people to do a daily practice is to do your own practice. And then people will see you're all strong and healthy and happy. Then they'll say, I want to be like her. To me, your job as a teacher, we have all these lesser motivations for teaching, all of us, anybody. I do too. We all do. They wear off after 30 or 40 years, okay? But it takes about that much time. You want attention. You want people to tell you how good you look, Maybe you want people's money. Maybe you want sexual attention. Maybe you want all kinds of things. Maybe you want to control people. Maybe you enjoy that. Maybe you're insecure and you want to control